People were put there and they were sort of sentenced there for lack of no crime because of their disability. In an institutional setting, especially, people's freedoms are restricted greatly. The treatment and the care people were getting was not good care. People were abused, people were neglected because there were so many people living in one area and maybe only a few staff would be on at a time trying to care for many, many people. When people live in larger groups, we tend to restrict their freedoms a little bit more. We want them to follow sort of the house rules instead of them telling us what kind of life they want to have and how they want to live their life. The model itself was broken. As institutions are, you cannot put people together in those great numbers and expect them to progress and to live their life and to live in community when you're not in community.
My name is Warner Mark Camacho. I've been in Portland since '79 when I first moved here. Then the rest of my life, while I lived in Salem, I was in that institution, Fairview. Fairview was good, some was bad. We went to bed like 9:30. On the weekends, we got to stay up late. We could walk around anywhere around. We had a park there. I used to go down and fish down there. We had a pond. I worked at a farm there. I used to move irrigation pipes. One dormitory they had there, it was locked up 24 hours, and they had a fence around the outside of the building. I was abused in there, sexually abused a lot. 3 times I run away from there. I told them I want my freedom, I want out of here. She kept staring at me. And why the girl keep staring at me, okay.
Because I had a crush on her.
She said I glowed like an angel.
He was told he wasn't able to get married and live in the group home, and so basically, as the story goes, he went down one day to the Justice of the Peace and got a marriage license and got married because they're both adults and wanted to be together.
But nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my time.
We were afraid they might try to stop us again. That's why we did it in secret. So we snuck off and eloped to Oregon City and got married to Justice of the Peace 1:15 in the afternoon.
This cannot wait. I'm yours.
I wanted to be married. I didn't want to be alone anymore. I want to have a companionship with somebody, and somebody I want to spend my life with.
Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your time.
You were the right woman for me.
You're the right man.
Your heart will, you will find love, 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 love. Well, listen to the music of the moment. People dance and sing. We are one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved, love, love, love.
And so now they were married, living in this group situation, and were ready to get their own place, and people were concerned about that, and we basically said we support them. You could see why a married couple would want their own apartment and their own privacy.
I'm pretty independent, but there's some things, people who have disabilities who need help with certain things.
It's always about the person who's seeking some assistance. You know, they need to be the ones that are in control of their lives.
I watch these over and over again. I never get tired of them. There's some parts that's kind of funny and make me laugh. There's some parts where they pull things on each other, and it's just hilarious, you know. The one part I was watching one of the episodes earlier, and this one, they work with homeless people. And part of the movie I was watching it, I had tears in my eyes. If they're slow or in a wheelchair, where they'll need to be cooped up in a mental hospital for the rest of their life. That's no life for people with disabilities. It's no freedom. You're like a prison.
Interested in people getting their own apartment, their own home that they might own, because that's how they connect with other neighbors and people in their community. And that's how they learn, that's how we all learn. We're all better as a society when we learn from each other.
I wish people could see me now, work with Fairview, see me now. I bet they'd be amazed.